What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and got some small news. Nothing big today, but the Dolphins did make some roster moves. Nothing involving Xavier Howard, so no trades as of right now. Although, I do expect that to happen at some point, unfortunately. But here's what did happen. The Miami Dolphins signed wide receiver Isaiah Ford once again and cut two players. Those players are safety Brian Cole and center Tyler Gauthier. Ford, who enters his fourth season, has played in 19 games with one start for the Dolphins since making his NFL debut in 2018. He's caught 51 passes, 500 yards. He was 7th overall selection in 2017. Cole was drafted in the 2020 NFL Draft, was a 7th round pick by the Vikings, and spent the 2020 season on Miami's practice squad. And Gauthier spent 15 games of the 2020 season on Miami's practice squad. He was signed on September 16th of 2020. So, really, at the end of the day, none of these guys are really, important. I hate to say it like that. But, in terms of, they're probably not gonna, none of them are probably going to make the roster. Here's the thing for me with these moves, okay? So, I actually like Isaiah Ford. I always liked his potential and his skill set and his ability. His problems is that he's had injuries and can't stay healthy so far to this point. But also, when he's been in, he's shown a couple flashes here and there, but then he's also had a bunch of drops and stuff like that. So, unfortunately, he hasn't quite lived up to the potential that he does have. So, and with that, it's kind of confusing because we have a ton of wide receivers on this roster. And, it really doesn't make any sense, especially when you consider that the players that they cut are from positions where they actually need more competition, right? At center and at safety. Why would you cut players that are going to be competing for spots on your roster that a lot of people consider to be holes, right? It doesn't make any sense just to bring in another wide receiver, a player who is at, your deepest position. So, but to me, it's not surprising the way that they do business. That's part of the reason why I wasn't on board with the Jalen Waddle pick, or really any wide receiver at that position, because they already got a ton of guys. They just got a ton of guys. And whether you like those guys or not, most of them are still going to be here. And they got a ton of guys. It's super redundant. And, anyway. But that's really what I think about it. It's, like I said, not very big news, just minor stuff, just a couple of simple roster moves, with players that, likely probably wouldn't have made it anyway. Let's keep it real, right? The center, Gauthier, I would keep him around because that means you have Skura, Dieter, and, what's it, Cameron Tom or something like that? I can't remember, something like that. But that's the point, right? Who? What? I don't like that. And the center position scares me. You're probably going to have a rookie at right tackle, which is going to be Tua's blind side. And then the other three spots, you're going to be relying on second-year players to take giant leaps. And I think people are expecting this offensive line to be a lot better than what they're going to be. And so, if I got to be honest, it really doesn't make sense to me. But hey, it is. I'm not surprised by it because it is right on par with how they do business. And yeah, so we'll see how it turns out. Don't really have a lot of thoughts on it because it's nothing really that big. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. Of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartar. And with that, I am out. See y'all soon. Phins up.